Hello everyone, happy afternoon, a very good afternoon. I hope and I believe all of you are doing well. Right, so now the NEET PG 25 is done and there are quite a few of you who are contemplating to give the INI-CET exam. And I think that is definitely that you should be doing as well, because you know that the entire process, the results will be announced soon for NEET PG, but then the entire process of counseling and everything takes a lot of time. So that, you know, before there's a late realization ki, oh, we could have given the INI-CET November 25 exam before we join the residency or something like that. So it's better, you know, that you start early. I'm not saying that you should start today itself. You still deserve a few more days of break after your exam. And everybody who would be finishing the internship recently, right, you guys would be giving the INI-CET exam as well. So here we are to discuss the entire plan. I'll give you a schedule that you can follow with the 2 cycles of revision as well. So one read that you can give along with the 2 cycles of revision that you can do in the time span that you have before your INI-CET exam. And your INI-CET November 25 exam is on 9th of November, right? That's the date that you have. And before you start asking me that, you know, ma'am, we did not do well in NEET PG 25, can we still do the INI-CET? Can we crack the INI-CET exam? Absolutely, you can. Remember, you know, maybe the NEET PG day was not your day, but the upcoming INI-CET day could be yours. So just work with that faith and always remember that it always seems impossible until it is done. Once you do it, once you are done and dusted with it, then it seems that it was not as difficult as it seemed. But जब तक होता नहीं है तब तक सब कुछ difficult और impossible ही लगता है, right? So whenever you get this question, you get this doubt whether I'll be able to do it or not, always tell yourself that if somebody else could do it in the past with the same amount of time, with the same resources and everything, then why cannot I, right? So this is what you should be telling yourself. If somebody else can do it, even I can do it. And I definitely have this faith that you can and you will do it. Yes, right. So first of all, let's try to understand that how is the INI-CET exam preparation different from the NEET PG exam? Is the same strategy that you have followed for NEET PG going to work for INI-CET, or you need a different approach? How is it different? So understand that the INI-CET exam, you know, you would hear everybody saying this, that it focuses a lot on the pre and the paraclinical subjects, right? So your first and second year subjects become ultra important for INI-CET. So for example, if I talk about biochemistry, for in biochemistry, like if you would see molecular biology is favorite for INI-CET, even in that they ask you questions in a bit depth, which are not asked in NEET PG as much, right? Another thing like in physiology, right? Few eccentric graphs is what you would see being asked in INI-CET, but not in NEET PG, right? Even then coming to pharmacology, questions on new drugs, recent updates are asked more commonly in INI-CET versus NEET PG. Okay? Is this clear with everyone? So you have to definitely focus on the first and the second year subjects. And you know, the INI is that many students struggle with the first and second year subjects. So you have time, start working on these subjects, very, very important. Approximately 120 out of 200 questions in INI-CET are going to be based on first and second year subjects. So your 60% of the questions approximately are going to be those subjects. So make sure you are you know, very well versed with these topics. Second point, INI-CET is a lot based on PYQs and PYTs. You would see direct repeats as well. Like the last year in INI-CET, we had seen the EMT, epithelial mesenchymal transition. That was a direct repeat which was there. There are quite a few direct repeats that you would see in INI-CET. Plus, it is apart from PYQs, they try to ask the same topics in more depth, right? So when you are preparing for INI-CET, when you see the PYQs, you get an idea of the topic. Make sure that you are mastering those PYT topics very, very well in depth, because that is what they tend to ask. The topic is repeated, but in a more depth. Is this clear with everyone? See, how much rank is required to get a branch? You can get this idea the best from the previous counseling list, which is already available on the AIIMS ka website. You will get that list. So that gives you a very fair idea on what rank, what branch, and which AIIMS institute, you know, you are able to get what branch. So I would highly recommend that you go through that list and get a first-hand information of that. Yes, coming to the next point, INI-CET definitely is an exam for someone who has very good MCQ skills. What do I mean by MCQ skills is logical guessing, intelligent guessing, when you don't know the answer directly, but you are able to rule out the options. If you have those skills very well developed, you would do good in INI-CET. What if you don't have those skills? You develop those skills in the remaining time that you have. I'll be talking about that as well, that how do you do that as well. Okay? Should we do main notes and videos, Neeta? I would say not necessary to do that. If you have done rapid revision, stick to it itself, or otherwise also do the rapid revision. And when you would be doing the INI-CET PYQs, you will get a very fair idea that based on my rapid revision knowledge that I've gathered, whether I'm able to answer these questions or not. If you would see that repeatedly from a particular topic you are not able to answer the questions, only that topic you watch from the main videos or the main notes, but not everything, because you don't have like a lot of time now. Revising the main videos notes becomes difficult later on. Yes, David, I'm going to talk about how to do the MCQ practice as well. How do you approach a subject? I'm going to talk about that as well. Right. So basically how you should be approaching a subject. For example, I'll give you the entire schedule. You'll be starting from 11th of August, right? And so the first subject, let's say I've given you is anatomy, is what you have to complete. Okay? So what do you do is, how should be your approach for a subject is, solve the PYQs first, whether you have read that subject, not read that subject, whatever it is. When I say solve the PYQs is, just have this question and answer is what you would be seeing in the first glance. ठीक है, ये question है, ये इसका answer है, ये question है, ये इसका answer है. So what will happen with that is, you will understand that from a particular subject, what topics are being asked again and again. So for example, you would realize that in INI-CET, in anatomy, muscles of mastication is one of the favorite topics. Skull foramen is one of the favorite topics, right? So you will get a fair idea. Don't read the explanation now. So just quickly skim through the PYQs of INI-CET of anatomy. Then what you do is, then watch the rapid revision videos. Now from the rapid revision videos, you will understand that this topic is important for INI-CET. I need to pay more attention to this when you are watching this rapid revision videos or reading the notes of that topic. Now what do you do is, once you are done with all of this, then you need to resolve the PYQs. Okay. Now before, when you are looking at this one, the first thing that you are solving the PYQs, you can do these PYQs topic wise as well. Now basically, how will you get the sync of the PYQs and that topic videos is, the approach that you can follow is, do the PYQs custom module topic wise. What do I mean by that is, when you are starting anatomy. In anatomy, you are starting with embryology. Okay? So even before you start watching the videos or you start reading the notes, first make a custom module of this topic. Embryology, go to subject anatomy, choose the topic embryology, choose the tag AIIMS INI-CET wala tag is what you will be choosing to see that what are the PYQs asked in embryology. So once you are done with this, just look at the question answer. Like I said, don't go into the depth of the explanation. Just to understand कि embryology में क्या important है. You'll understand that pharyngeal arches are important, heart development is important, diaphragm development is important, right? So then you watch the rapid revision video of that topic itself, that is embryology. So take this subject topic wise, the PYQs and the video, the PYQ of the next topic and the video of that topic. In the rapid revision video, whichever point you see that has not been covered from the PYQs, you can add in there. Okay. Now you resolve the PYQs of that topic again. Now, because now you have gained the knowledge of embryology from the videos, when you will resolve the PYQs, then you will add these extra points to the notes which are there, the rapid revision notes that you have. Now from the PYQs, if you see that any point was not covered in the rapid revision, that is where you add that extra point, right? Because you are making this like one resource to be revised later. Okay? And in your rapid revision notes, highlight the PYQs areas which are there. So for example, if you see ductus arteriosus, left sixth arch, highlight it. Okay, use one particular highlighter color, for example, pink for PYQs, to highlight all the PYQs of embryology of INI-CET that have been covered. Whatever are the extra points also you are adding, highlight those extra points as well. Is this clear with everyone? Is it possible to get 5K rank if you start preparation now? You can definitely do it if you follow the strategy that I'm telling you. Follow this strategy very religiously without getting tired, without getting a burnout, and this is a smart strategy. Remember, INI-CET, cracking INI-CET is more about smart work rather than just slogging and doing the hard work. Yes? Okay. Now, so do this for all the topics. You have done this for embryology, so you have mastered embryology for INI-CET. Then you'll go to upper limb, lower limb, thorax, abdomen, and all the topics like this. So you have covered the entire subject with the PYQs which are there. Now finally what do? Is you solve the PYQs of that subject year-wise. Okay. So you start with anatomy AIIMS 2018, anatomy AIIMS 2019, anatomy AIIMS 2020, right? AIIMS INI-CET के questions करो. फिर आपको, क्योंकि now when you will do the questions, the PYQs year wise, you will see the questions as mixed topics. Until now, the custom modules that you were doing were topic wise. So dedicated PYQs you were solving, and now you will have the entire subject mixed topics coming in, and this will be like a good revision. Again, if there is any question that you made a mistake in, make sure to revise it then and there and highlight that extra point. Is this clear with everyone? Yes, so I hope the subject approach is clear. And before I forget to tell you, now because rapid revision videos, these custom modules, the Q banks are very, very important. Make sure that you have your elite plan, prep ladder elite plan in place. So for that, we also have up to 25% off on the subscriptions, which is a limited time offer. So make sure that you make the best of this opportunity, and your prep ladder subscription is active at least till your INI-CET exam. Okay. Okay, Javed. So started solving UWorld questions in order to anticipate the level of INI-CET questions and concept clarity. Is it good? Do not put a lot of time into it. It's a good way basically to develop your MCQ solving skills, but not at the cost of leaving this, which is the priority, right? Try to squeeze in extra time for that. Maybe just half an hour is what you can target. कि आधे घंटे में जितना होगा, that is what I would do. Okay. Okay, Anirban, the new rapid revision notes, when will be released? The team would be in a better position to answer for that. Now coming to the schedule that all of you have been waiting for. So cycle 1, 11th of August to 16th of October, you can do the first read, the way, the approach that I have told you. And then you can do cycle 2 from 17th of October to 31st of October, which is 15 days. Fast revision, बड़े subject को एक दिन दिया, छोटे subjects को half a day दिया, and you complete one revision there. And then finally the last week, which is there 1st of November to 7th of November, you are doing the final revision of the selected weak points, volatile points that you have. All of this that I'm telling you, remember that you are carrying all the subjects that you are doing in the past together. It's not that you are just reading the new stuff every day. Every day the revision has to be done. Please avoid these mistakes when you are preparing for these exams. Not doing the revision daily, a very, very big mistake. Whether or not your daily target is completed or not completed, make sure you have time for revision. That's ultra, ultra important. Otherwise, at the end of the first read, you'll be back to square one. Kuch bhi yaad nahi hoga. Take this point from me because this is a very, very common mistake. Second, not practicing the MCQs, just doing the theory and the notes. Very, very common mistake done by the students. Then you have not giving the GTs. Because I'm afraid I've not finished the first read yet. How can I give the GT? How does it matter, right? It really does not matter. Use your GTs, the champions exam on prep ladder, the mock tests that we have. They are your learning tools, right, rather than just the assessment tool. So make sure you are giving the regular test as well. And that is why in the schedule that I have made for you, I have given dedicated days for GTs and the rewind days as well, where you can do the dedicated entire day revision as well. Is this clear with everyone? Yes. So this is the plan that I've made for you, keeping INI-CET in mind. From 11th of August, you still have time. if you want, you can start early accordingly. If you want more days for revision later, if no, if you're still taking break, you can start from 11th of August. So 11th August to 16th October, I've given you in between the alternate Sundays which are there. Those are your GT days, and the other alternate Sundays, those are the rewind days. So Sundays I've kept for GTs and rewind days, right? And 4 days for anatomy, you would see 5 days for medicine is what I've given. Baki ke jo bade subjects hain, those have been given 4 days, like surgery, pathology, biochemistry, microbiology, physiology, PSM, pharmacology. They have been given 4 days. Shorter subjects on an average you can see is 2 days, or some of them have been given 1 day. Will INI-CET be tough than NEET PG? NEET PG this time was very much easy, I would say, on an easier side. INI-CET definitely tests a lot of MCQ skills, like I said, right? So it is in more depth definitely as compared to NEET PG, but it is still very much doable. Shravya, so if you have joined late, that is what I said, that many of you would feel कि अगर NEET ही crack नहीं कर पाए, INI-CET क्या ही crack करेंगे. Please understand that the number of students appearing for INI-CET as compared to NEET PG is less. Now you have more number of AIIMS institutes, the peripheral institutes also which are there, so the chances have definitely increased as compared to the past, right? And you have good enough time to cope up for all the weak areas that you think you have. So you can modify, you can customize the schedule according to your, making the weaker subjects strong first, so that your confidence is built, right? So you can customize this timetable according to that as well. Yes. Any queries, guys? Any queries here? So this is the schedule that you can follow. 16th October ko finish kar do first read. Please remember to do the PYQs very well and the PYTs in depth for INI-CET. That's very, very important. And give a lot of, the mock test as well. And the best way to assess that where do you stand for INI-CET is, you can give a INI-CET recall test, right, to assess that where are you standing currently for the INI-CET exam. How to revise along with our daily targets, Jaideep? What do you need to do is, for daily revision, keep some time, whenever it is your lowest efficiency wala time of the day, keep it for revision. And what do you revise is, whatever you have read the previous day, whatever notes you have highlighted, ठीक है, बस उतना revise कर लो, at least, to take the previous day's topics with you, right? So every day, maybe for someone afternoon time, post lunch time is the low efficiency time. For someone like after dinner is the low efficiency time. So make sure you make a habit, you make a ritual key. This is the time where I'll be doing revision. Or whenever, if the time is not fixed, whenever during the entire day you feel ki, nothing is entering my brains, I'm not able to study anything, just revise the previous day's stuff that you have highlighted. You already know that which area you struggled with more the previous day. So, bas utna revise kar lo. That's good to go. Yes, absolutely. That is what you have to do. बस RR में PYT highlight कर लो. जो PYT या PYQ cover नहीं है, उसको extra लिख दो और उसको highlight कर दो. That is what you have to do. Okay, Nasa, what about those who are expecting good rank in NEET PG? How should they approach INI-CET? See, honestly, if you ask me personally, if I was in your place, I was expecting a good rank in NEET PG, but I also know that INI-CET is coming up in next 2 to 3 months. I would definitely give a sincere shot for INI-CET as well. Whether I join through NEET PG or I join through INI-CET, that I would decide later. But at least I would give a sincere attempt for INI-CET, and that is what exactly I had done during my time as well. Even though I had got top 10 rank in the PG entrance exam, I joined radiology already, but I still gave an attempt at AIIMS just to see that where I stand, right? And then I got a AIIMS rank 63, but still stayed back with my state college and doing MD radiology. But at least you have that satisfaction that you gave a attempt at AIIMS exam and you got a good rank, right? So somebody like me would definitely do that. How many years of papers you need to do for INI-CET? Do not leave any stone unturned, right? जितने कर सकते हो उतने करो, starting with the recent ones. I would definitely say that go on till 2014 and 2015 if you can, because topics from there also are repeated. Rather than doing random questions from the Q bank, I personally believe that going back and doing a lot of PYQs of the past years is what is important. Shivam, see, if you are somebody who is going to give INI-CET exam as the first exam, that means you have not given the NEET PG 25 exam. So for those students, I would say that this time that you have till November, till the INI-CET, follow this approach, doing more of INI-CET PYQs. Rapid revision videos is what you have to do for whether it's INI-CET or NEET PG. What only changes in this initial months is, rather than focusing more on NEET PG PYQs, you focus more on INI-CET PYQs. That's it. Okay, which subjects focus more? First and second prof subjects definitely. So even in that, biochemistry, pharmac, microbiology, they are very important. FMT is very important, and equally important are your OBGY surgery, right? So these are the subjects that should be given more focus on. DRS, I would definitely, pass on your feedback to the team to add the INI-CET mock GTs weekly, like it was done for NEET PG. Yes. So, Jaideep, like I said, for somebody who is missing, like, you prepared for INI-CET, you did not score well in INI-CET, and now you are planning to do NEET PG 26. Your primary target for both these exams is rapid revision videos. Till November, do the INI-CET PYQs. And then after the INI-CET PYQs, shift towards the NEET PG and the FMG PYQs. Yes, Saidam, absolutely that should be done. Alternate, like 15 days mein ek GT dena is what you should be doing. Yeah. And please do not trust a lot of people, who just say that mere to 180 plus correct hai, 185 correct hai, 190 correct hai, NEET PG, right? Some of those people are definitely those panic creators type. So, they know that you are the soft target there. So, do not be their soft target, and nothing you can say till the result is out. Right? No, hello, stick to the rapid revision videos, add on to the PYQs notes to the rapid revision videos. That is what you should be doing, rather than jumping on to all together on new set of videos. Alternate day nahi dena hota hai GT, please don't do that. There's no point in giving a GT if you're not reviewing it, if you're not improvising after it. Just giving a GT does not make any sense. You will get a quick burnout if you give alternate day GTs. USMLE first aid से क्या पढ़ना चाहिए for INI-CET? So if you ask me dedicated from the first aid USMLE book, what needs to be read? Biochemistry definitely is very, very good in USMLE first aid, right? That should be done. Biochemistry, and psychiatry is also given very well. Right, few topics of PSM like biostats वगैरह, you should cover it from first aid. And apart from that, if you are not very strong with microbiology, then microbiology from first aid. Okay. Right, reviewing all GT, till date I've done 45 GTs. Reviewing them is good, or making custom modules out of it is right. If you have bookmarked the questions out of that GTs, this is what I want to review later, just review those bookmark questions. Collapse consultation, right answer kaun sa tha? See, logical Indian, I cannot comment until and unless I see the actual image which was there in the exam. If there was this tracheal shift which was given, right, then it would be collapse. Okay. Yes, guys, so that was about the today's session, and a quick reminder for everyone that we have this 25% off on the elite plan only for a limited time. So make sure you make the best use of this, and let's kickstart your journey and preparation for INI-CET November 25. Remember, everything seems difficult until it is done. It is not as difficult as it seems. Trust me on that. Work smart, develop your MCQ skills. That helps a lot for the INI-CET exam. Okay, is this clear with everyone? Absolutely, Yogesh, you should. Right? Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in, and I'll see you again soon. Till then, goodbye and take care. Thank you so much.